Hello guys, this is Raw Diesel Gaming. So most of you asked, how do you record your gaming? This video is specifically for Nvidia users. That if you have a laptop or a PC that has an Nvidia dedicated graphics card, because in this method we are only going to use the Nvidia app. So if you're not an Nvidia user, this won't be of help. So let's dive in. So first things first, you need to first of all download the Nvidia app, which was formerly known as Nvidia GeForce Experience. So you're going to go to your browser, you're going to search Nvidia app. I'm going to link the link on the video description, so don't worry. So Nvidia, so you're going to click this. Once you're there, you'll just click download, and then the file will start downloading. So once the app is downloaded, you'll have such a file. So just click it and start the installation process. Once you've installed the app, let's open it. So once you're in this interface, if you don't have an account, an Nvidia account, you'll have to create one using your email address. So you'll just create your name, input your name and put your email address so that you create an account. So once you are done with creating an account, this is how the homepage looks like. As you can see, it shows the games that I have. So let me show you the key things that you need to know here. So that's the homepage. There's this place for drivers. This shows if your driver is up to date. If I told you it's not up to date, it will show you a download icon. Always download game ready driver. I believe you are a gamer if you are here. Yeah, so you always need to have up-to-date drivers for it to work efficiently. You don't need this. Let me go to settings. As you can see, this is now, if this is disabled, you'll not be able to record your gameplays. Nvidia overlay, this is what enables you to record your gameplay. So ensure this one is activated. Like for myself, it's activated, as you can see. And as you can see, the hotkeys is Alt plus Z. So when you click Alt plus Z, it takes you on this screen. So let's go to settings here first of all before we dive into this. So you just go to settings. So the first thing is shortcuts. So this is where you can change the shortcuts. Like for example, if you don't want to use Alt plus Z to get into game overlay, you can change that here. You can change the microphone setting, control keys, and all this. You can change all this. So that's why you change the shortcut keys from here. So we have, let's go to heads up display. This is for when you want to display information on the screen when you're playing games. For example, frames per second, GPU usage, CPU usage. Like myself, I normally display frames per second and GPU usage. For example, if I drag this, as you can see, I'm able to change the position of frames per second and GPU usage. This changes the vertical position if I want it raised or lowered. This one changes the opacity. Yeah, I like it there, up there. Also, you can change the font size if you want it standard, if you want it large. You can also change the color. I prefer green. So this one basically just for changing the positioning of where each and everything appears. The other thing we have is notifications. These ones you can turn them off or on if you want. The other thing is audio. Then there's also an option of audio tracks, whether single track or separate tracks. So single track records your game audio together with your voice as one track. But for separate tracks, it treats them as two different audios, like your gaming audio and your voice audio. So the other thing here we have is video capture. Here we have instant replay length. It works by recording on the background, and then if something, a highlight happens and you didn't catch it, when you initiate the instant reply, it gets you that video. So next we have quality. I'll put custom resolution. Put the resolution of your laptop or your PC. Mine is 1080p. For frame rate, I put 60. For bitrate, it's advisable if you're using a 1080p screen, then it's advisable you put your bitrate at 30. If you're using a 1440p screen, use your bitrate at 40, and if you're using a 4K screen, set your bitrate at 50. And if you're using a very low end PC, just use your bitrate as a 25. So the other thing we have is file and disk space. Well, this one you can limit your disk space that might be used by the recordings. Here you can also change the location of the files that you are recording. The app creates different folders for different games. Yeah, so back to this place, guys. So this is the record. As you can see, if I want to start recording while I'm in the game, I'll press Alt and F9. This is the instant replay I was talking about. So here you can set the length. So as you can see, you can turn this on, turn on to continuously capture your gameplay. I've turned it off, I don't need it because I'm always actively recording. So here you can change the length, you can put 2 minutes. So what happens is that if you are playing a game and then you miss a highlight, when you activate it, it will record the last 2 minutes that you had played, and you will be able to get that video. Yeah, so the other thing is screenshot, photo mode. These are straightforward. Now we have microphone. If at all you don't want the microphone, switch it off, or you can use Control Alt and M to either switch it on or off. Yeah, so when it's off, it will only record the game audio. If it's on, it will record the game audio plus your voice. The other thing here is statistics. Statistics is here down, guys. So for statistics, this is where now you set what you want to see while you are gaming. Like for myself, I told you I normally use frame rates and GPU rate. So when you switch this off, you will not be able to see any statistics, so you need this on. And then this setting is to configure where you want these numericals to be set, whether it's on the top right, top left, or bottom right, bottom left. And then here you can set, in the statistics view, as you can see, you can set what you want to see. So you can choose basic, whether you want to see only the frame rates. Mine is custom because I want to see the frame rates and the GPU utilization. So you can click whatever you want to see on this long list. Yeah, so just choose what works for you. Personally, it's frame rate and GPU utilization. Yeah, so guys, that's basically what you'll need to know with this app. So let's go to the game. Let's open a game so that you see how it now works in real life. So guys, when I open a game, as you can see, it is displaying the frames per second and the GPU usage. And as you can see on the top right, it's telling me to open Nvidia overlay by pressing Alt and Z. As you can see, it's displaying the frames per second and the GPU usage. So let me start recording. I'll just click Alt and F9. As you can see, it's telling me recording has started. Recording has started, as you can see, and you see this icon here that shows me that recording is ongoing. So this video is actually, this gameplay is being recorded right now as you speak. So that's it, guys. That's how you get to record gameplays using Nvidia. Thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe, comment below whether the video was helpful and what other videos you'd like me to make. Otherwise, cheers.